In Outlander Season 7, Episode 14, a character named Percy Beauchamp was introduced, and it is quite obvious that he has a close relationship with Lord John Grey. The man attended the dinner Jamie and Claire threw for George Washington because he is the Marquis de Lafayette's aide-de-camp. Percy initially appeared to be a minor character, but when he later made an appearance in Outlander Season 7, Episode 14, alerting Lord John Grey to the danger facing his son William, the significance of his role changed. A history was evident from their private moment together. It's possible that Lord John Grey and Percy Beauchamp's whole history will never be explored in the Outlander television series. Diana Gabaldon's spin-off Lord John book series, however, offers viewers answers. The 8 novellas that make up Lord John's story describe his travels and are not included in the main Outlander series. The oldest tales date back to Lord John's youth, long before he developed feelings for Jamie Fraser. At that point he meets Percy Beauchamp, then known as Perseverance Wainwright. It soon became clear that Percy and Lord John had once been in love in Outlander Season 7, Episode 14. But according to John, the man was once a stepbrother. In the end, both are verified by the Lord John book series. Following the death of his father, Percy was raised in poverty. However, his lovely mother was able to raise their status when she wed General Stanley. After his mother passed away, Percy's stepfather took care of him. General Stanley eventually remarried, and the woman he chose was Lord John's mother, Benedicta Grey. Because Percy had been working as a prostitute at a gentleman's club that a young Lord John frequented, the two had already met by the time their parents were married. Still, they hadn't begun a true romance until the union of their families. Percy even followed Lord John into the British Army. However, things fell apart between them when Percy was caught in the act of making love with a German soldier. His lover was immediately shot and killed, and Percy was locked away in prison to await his own likely execution. Thankfully, Lord John jumped in to save the day. Percy Beauchamp mentioned that Lord John had once done him a favor in Outlander Season 7, and his efforts to save William were meant to repay this. He was referring to this history in the Lord John series. John knew that Percy would likely be killed for his homosexuality after he was caught with the German soldier, and he couldn't stand to let this happen. So, he heroically helped Percy escape from prison. It seems that this is the last they really saw of one another. Percy moved to France after his escape, where he married a Beauchamp woman and used her name as a disguise. In Outlander Season 7, Episode 14, Lord John Grey and Percy Beauchamp are at odds despite their romantic history. Percy attempted to touch Lord John's face, but the latter refused. The person who had hurt his eye had deserved to touch him, John said, pushing Percy's hand away. There are a number of reasons for this hostility. To begin with, Percy never showed loyalty to Lord John. This is demonstrated by his sexual encounter with the German soldier, and even though John didn't want to witness Percy's hanging, he still felt deceived by his longtime partner. In Outlander Season 7, when Lord John is a prisoner, Percy also backs the Continental Army. Despite his constant feelings of love and kinship with rebels such as Mercy Woodcock, the Frasers and Hunters, Lord John still despises their struggle for independence. Nevertheless, it is undeniable that Percy's knowledge of William's apprehension at Captain Richardson's command will undoubtedly save the boy's life. Percy Beauchamp and Lord John ultimately owe each other a great deal. However, viewers might never fully understand the scope unless Outlander develops into a Lord John series.